The Wild Boars of Madness. Chapter 30. Shan.
When Teacher Lai ventured into the mountains, a team of porters led a dozen or so horses, each of various colors. Apart from Teacher Lai, Fang Wang, the company secretary's son Shen Yufa, Lao Yang, and the carpenter Mu Zheng, who rode horses, the others were burdened with supplies. 6 chairs, 3 tea tables, 6 camp beds of various ages, clothes and blankets, stoves and pots, entire crates of canned meat, beer, compressed biscuits, rice, and various vegetables. There was also a bag of corn cob sticks used as bait. The secretary and others stood under the 5 large craters at the entrance of Waihezigu Valley, watching the team enter the mountains. The vibrant momentum was praiseworthy. Lao Yang initially thought of walking up the mountain, but Teacher Lai said, "From now on, we are a team. We share joys and face difficulties together, and equality is crucial for effective cooperation." Teacher Lai continued, "Once we're in the mountains, we can hunt any wild animals, find a place to warm up, try our guns. However, if you encounter the black and white flower boar, don't take action. Avoid any future misunderstandings. Just assist me and act as witnesses." Lao Yang listened and pondered. He had been thinking about Zhen's words that day when she returned to the house. What did she mean? At this moment, he thought that Teacher Lai was a capable and reliable person. If they managed to hunt the spotted pigs, it would be good fortune for Zhen. Mu Zheng had agreed to only be responsible for fixing up the house. Wherever there was an issue, he would make modifications and repairs, focusing on logistical work. He had let yellow incense, said prayers, and felt quite content. He hummed tunes in his mouth. The secretary's son carried a flintlock musket. Seeing Teacher Lai and Fang Wang's weapons, he felt ashamed of his own. Although he knew Fang Wang, he now felt inferior and, strangely, preferred being with Liang and Mu Zheng. Fang Wang's real name wasn't Fang Wang. The Fang's brothers were strong and vigorous, renowned for their martial prowess. People in the mountains were eloquent. So the older brother was called Dazhuang Big Strong and the younger brother Wang Second Strong. Their uncle worked in the County People's Armed Forces Department, and this time, he provided a civilian double-barrel hunting gun for them to bring to the mountains. In the latter part of the afternoon, they finally reached the high platform to set up camp. Fang Wang went out to pee, turned around and saw the shrine behind the house. He burst into laughter, went back to fetch his shiny double-barrel shotgun, opened the breech, loaded 2 shotgun shells, and was about to aim and shoot behind the house. However, he was forcibly restrained by a group of porters about to return, creating a commotion that alarmed everyone inside. They rushed out together. Teacher Lai stopped Wang, but when he saw the shrine, he also frowned. He told the porters, "Villagers, there's never been a savior, no immortal emperor. You've sung the song and you understand the reasoning. These 2 signs, please take them down the mountain or move them elsewhere." Knowing that Mu Zheng had erected them, everyone stole glances at him. Mu Zheng thought the location was indeed inappropriate. Wang's actions were hard to describe. The next day, he defecated and urinated near the shrine, which defiled it. So, Mu Zheng walked in front of the shrine, muttering, "Mountain God, land God, this man is domineering and irresistible. If he relieves himself here, it'll soil you. I'll move you to the other side of the valley out of goodwill. Let me pass without harm. Mountain God, land God." As he chanted, he lifted the shrine, jumped down from a high platform along the slope and went toward the other side of the valley. Reluctant to place it too far, he wandered along the edge of the slope for a while before finding a wind-sheltered stone hollow on the high side of the rock, where he placed the shrine. After a few respectful gestures, he finally returned. It's quite peculiar that when Mu Zheng and his helpers were cutting wood and building the shelter, they had encountered several black and white boars multiple times. The large boars they observed were growing more robust, probably nearing 300 pounds, swaggering as they walked with tusks protruding from their mouths. During the days of constructing the shelter, both humans and boars coexisted peacefully without any conflicts. However, after the 5 men set up camp in the house, they didn't catch a glimpse of any shadows for 2 days. Lao Yang was responsible for tracking the traces of wild animals, but in the thick vegetation of late summer and early autumn, with frequent rain and heavy fog in the mountains, the animal tracks remained elusive. Though various birds and animals were abundant, the elusive spotted pigs were nowhere to be seen. One evening, as fog rose in the valley, Lao Yang, with his sharp eyes, spotted a few piglets foraging on the opposite side of the mist-covered slope. He quickly pointed it out to Teacher Lai. On the opposite slope, there were rugged cliffs about 100 meters away from the shelter. Although the mist was thin, it hugged the ground on the slope, and the piglets appeared and disappeared intermittently. Erzhuang promptly handed the Mauser rifle, hung on the original log wall above his head, to Teacher Lai. He also took down his double-barrel shotgun from the wall. The muzzle pressed against the ground, and he loaded 2 shotgun shells. The Mauser rifle's magazine had been preloaded with 5 bullets in the clip. Teacher Lai checked it proficiently, put the safety on, but laid the rifle flat on the wooden board inside the shooting hole. Teacher Lai said, "When the piglets come out, the big boar isn't far behind. When the big boar appears, don't make a sound. Point it out to me. You Chen are responsible for watching the valley entrance. Fang, Erzhuang, and Zhenyufa keep an eye on the open area across from us. I'll keep an eye on the riverbank direction." Erzhuang, watching the piglets floating in the mist, said, "I thought it was some fancy boar. It turns out to be this kind of pig. 2 years ago, when they were cutting tails, they caught a wild boar in the town. It looked exactly like the one in front of us, about the same size. They sent it to the kitchen in the big courtyard, preparing to slaughter it. My brother and I saw it and wanted to shoot it with a steel pellet slingshot. My brother said tying it up wouldn't be satisfying, so he asked the fat chef to untie the rope. When the rope was untied, the pig jumped up and ran wild around the courtyard. Unexpectedly, there was a dog hole in the corner of the yard. Damn it, the pig ran into the dog hole. 5th flower. That's 5th flower. 5th flower has a charmed life." Escaping the castration knife from the pig Gelder Lao Tu's hands, dodging a throat-cutting knife in the town, it darted into the dog hole in the wall. 5th flower has a charmed life. After hearing Erzhuang's words, Liang finally unraveled a mystery that had puzzled him for many years. Erzhuang continued, "Brother Lai, let me shoot a few piglets for fun after you shoot the big boar. My brother is coming tomorrow. The 2 of us are your good helpers. My brother has been helping at my uncle's shooting range these days. He should be ready today. My brother is very skilled with guns and ammunition." Liang thought, "That's just right." 5 people had prepared 6 marching beds, but it turned out there was still 1 person missing. After about 15 minutes, a dense fog surged from the riverbank on the other side of the ditch, enveloping the entire slope. Teacher Lai locked the safety, hung the rifle, and said, "The weather isn't great today, but at least we've spotted the shadow of the boar. Let's eat first and celebrate with a few bottles of beer. We'll continue our efforts tomorrow."